There's a young man that dropped his phone. Please come. You dropped your phone and took book. Come. And you need to come fast. Don't be afraid. There's a young man that dropped his phone here. He took a book.
Guys, what you're watching is a church. Pastor's book. And this young man didn't have money to pay for the book. And he drops his phone instead. His phone.
You can take back your phone. I'm giving you the book. Take it back. Go and read the book. That's where the secret is. For you, I'm going to pay for your book. Take it. For you to drop your phone because you wanted this book, you are going to be greater than your peers in your generation. You are going to go through an encounter with God that will change you completely, and you are going to end up a powerful minister of the gospel. A kapatash.
What this pastor has done, in my opinion, is very, very disgusting. And people don't realize that even the pastors with the best of intentions still are a problem. How have we convinced young people to go to church because they've got to buy the pastor's book? They can't afford to buy the book. The young man has to drop his phone. He dropped his phone in exchange for a book. And this pastor calls him out and says, oh, come. Not only am I going to pay for your book, and I'm going to pray for you. Mr. Pastor, don't you see the problem? The fact that you have convinced this young man that somehow your book is that important, he has to leave his phone in exchange for your book. That mindset is skewed. And if you have anything to do with that young man's mindset, Mr. Pastor, you are the problem. Guys, the video says all youth and young people need to watch this. Really? Really? Is this what we want our young people to be learning? This pastor is making bank. He is making money selling these books, and young people in his church now have to buy his book. This young man is told to come forward. He's given his phone back and then given they've paid for his book. And then the pastor prays for him. And the pastor starts to say, oh, you are going to preach the gospel and you are going to be greater than myself. Wow. The chain continues. The indoctrination continues. We are trying to break these young people free of this delusion of religion. And now because of a book, this young boy stays trapped in the system. Guys, the problem with religion is this man, this pastor, the God he speaks on behalf of, he has no evidence for. I can beat my hand on my chest and say it. The God he speaks on behalf of, there is no evidence for that God. And now he's selling books. He's keeping people locked into a religion. But the basis is founded on an imaginary God. And somehow the young people in that establishment are told they should buy books. At the end of the day, who benefits when all is said and done? It's the pastor. The pastor. They go, they pay their tithe. They pay their offering. They pay their building fund. They pay the monies, all different monies. And now you pay for books. Don't you see the scam? Don't you see the scam? Your pastor is a pulpit bandit. And the sooner you all realize this, the better. My heart breaks for the young people in his establishment and in all these other churches and religious establishments we have, especially in Africa. Guys, please let me know what you think about this video and this young man dropping his phone for his pastor's book. Oh, my goodness.